It's very warm, but there's a nice breeze. Up the end there, where those very tip trees, that would be the end of our property. I like to walk through there. Well, they call it the woods, but we would call it the bush at home. And but I definitely don't go in there in spring and summer, because it's got lots of ticks in there, and I've once bitten, twice shied. But anyway, I just want to sort of show you. It comes up a bit of a rise here. You can see the big poplar tree, and I'll come up to the top soon. There's some wild daisies over there. I've been feeding the chickens and changing their water, you know, like a farm girl. And the ducks. Oh, I grew some silver beet, so we can't eat it all, so I cut a big bag full, and oh boy, they love it. So I'm just going very quietly up here, so you'll see. That's a lovely trees over there. There's a dear old man and his wife that live across there. They've lived there for about 75 years. I forget what his other name is, but anyway, he's 100 years old. So isn't that pretty cool? That's the road down there. There's a big maple tree. We've discovered poison ivy around the property, and of course I had to get into it. Yesterday, Bobby with his little red rider down there, he's cutting away, you know, he loves that little rider, and he drove accidentally down into the stream, so guess who had to help him pick it out? Well, I did. There's our chickens down there. We're getting a big run made for them. It'll be just over that dip there. It'll be a great big run, and it'll just be about 2 yards or so from our nice dogwood trees down there. You can just see the roof of our house through there, and that's the back door. And that lazy Roxy, you know, she used to always come up here for a walk with me. She's so lazy now, she will not go. Look, see that pink flower? Can you see that in amongst that? We grow that in our gardens back home in New Zealand, and it's supposed to be very bad for people who are asthmatics or bronchial. But anyway, it grows wild here. There's one directly over there. Anyway, I don't seem to have allergies over the summertime. Must have been a winter thing, so fingers crossed anyway. That's our big poplar tree, and it gets tulip flowers on it. But that wretched poison ivy, it's dreadful. And both Bobby and I got it. He got it in his eye, if you don't mind, cutting some down. And, you know, he didn't take precautions. And so he got it in his eye, and I had it all down one side. I've still got it, and it's not so bad now, because we went to the doctor and we ended up getting a shot. You know, I can't stand the itch like that. So anyway, well, look, it is a lovely day. Look, when you look across there, there's our little place down there. This is a lovely place just to come for a nice walk, and I'm in my shorts, and I've got my little sun top on. I mean, I won't reveal it. It might frighten you away. But over there's a big rock, because this is all probably, it's like a bit like that one there. And sometimes I sit there, like I could sit here now, which I will do, and try and steady that. There you go, I'm sitting there, and this is the lovely view I'm getting. And I just sit there, and I've got, as I say, I've got my sun top on and my shorts. I could get a nice suntan up here. It doesn't seem to have the bugs like down there. You know, I go out there and I get eaten alive. But anyway, that seems to be quite good here. Alright, well, look at all our trees there. We've got lots of blackberries almost ripe. There'll be lots of nice blackberry shortcakes and things like that. When we lived up in Washington State, they have lots and lots of wild blackberries everywhere, and I think I made 60 jars of blackberry jam, and we had blackberry muffins and blackberry pies and blackberry shortcakes and blackberry sponge, you know, you name it, and we had it. And but they were lovely, and they were great big ones, and we'd go out there with our buckets and we'd pick them, and then I would make these lovely goodies, you know. And Bobby was very thrilled, of course, with the end results. But I'm sitting here. He's at work today, so I'm home alone, and I'm trying to fill in a bit of time. You know, it gets a bit lonely sometimes on my own. My daughter Jodie is over here at the moment, but she's down with some friends in Tennessee. They're doing a tiki tour, and she'll be here in probably a week to 10 days, so that'll be nice. We saw her on Sunday, so that was very nice to be able to show off my little Adobe to her. But she'll be back, and she'll be staying here with us for probably about 10 days, 14 days before she goes home again. So that's very nice. So anyway, I'll say a-da-da and ta-ta, and be good, and don't bring shame to your family. Okay, bye-bye.